everybody, and welcome to another episode of Designs for Zen. Today we're doing bed yoga, so grab a bed, a couch, or any flat surface, and let's get started.
We're going to begin seated, either on your bed, on the couch, on a chair. We're going to center ourselves just by noticing where we're at, maybe looking around and getting comfortable with your surroundings. You're welcome to close your eyes and start to feel your body and feel where we're starting from right now. And then notice your breath. Notice if it's shallow or if it's sticking somewhere, maybe in the chest, throat, shoulders. And we're going to start working on a belly breath. Maybe place a hand on the belly. Inhale deeply for the belly to expand. Exhale for it to fall. Focusing on our breathing also helps our mind to still. Allows us to draw mindfulness. And if you'd like, we can try to fully inhale and fully exhale. So every inhale, maybe sip in a bit more. And every exhale, maybe puff out just a bit more. This is also known as pranayama, or the breathing practice in yoga. We'll do a few more rounds here, just breathing. If it's not comfortable for you, you're welcome to find anything else that is. This is always your practice. Last round, inhale. And after that exhale, come back to your normal breath. Your hands can come back down. And just take a moment to set an intention for class. Mine is going to be finding peace. Something that you would like to focus on for our class. We'll take a big inhale, big exhale. And we'll start our warm-up just by rolling our shoulders. Allow arms, hands, wrists, everything to move along with you. We find balance in yoga by going in both directions, so let's go the other way. And as always, you're welcome to pause it and keep doing these movements if they feel good for you. We'll come to stillness here. Inhale our arms up. Exhale down. We're going to do 3, 2, 1. Exhale down. Then sweeping our arms up one more time. Let's go towards the right. Just a side bend here. Hands can come to your side. Make sure your shoulder doesn't collapse. Keep it open. Neck can look wherever it feels good for you. You could even come down to an arm if that feels good. Inhale up. Exhale other side. Just notice where you're at. Each side is different. Again, finding balance by going both ways. Inhale back up, and let's twist from the torso towards the right. Your neck can follow, but it doesn't have to. We're just focusing on waking up the spine. Inhale up, untwist, exhale other side. And the next inhale, come on up. Let's take those hands to cactus arms, goddess arms, goalposts. Maybe looking up, a little back bend here. Rotate those hands down and up, removing any back bend if you have it. 3, 2, and 1. And then bring it in, elbows to your side. Let's open here. You should be pulling the shoulder blades together. We're waking up those shoulders in all the different ways that they move. And then bring it back in, interlace fingers, exhale out. So we're stretching out the wrists here. And then inhale, rise it up. Exhale, let it down. One more breath here. And then freeform those wrists both ways, wiggling those fingers too. Shake it out and take those hands down. Next, we'll take our neck, just drop chin to chest for one breath. Inhale up, one breath. Exhale down. Let's look to the right. 2 breaths here, warming up our neck. On the next exhale to center, and then the other side. And then back to center, this time ear to shoulder. We're stretching out that neck. Rotate the nose and neck to find that angle that's best for you. Maybe you take that same side hand, gently rest it. This is one of my favorites. You've seen it in my other videos, and if not, check the links. And then drop the hands back if you had it up. Head comes back to neutral, then ear to shoulder, other side, rotating from the nose and neck. Just to find that angle that's tightest for you. It may be a different angle than the other side. You can take that same side hand, again, gently resting it on your head to try and get more of a stretch from the shoulder and the neck. One more breath. And then hand comes back to neutral, neck comes back to neutral. We're going to do our seated cats and cows here. So when you're arching your back, you're coming into cat, maybe looking down. Inhale, shoulders come up, a little back bend, looking up for our cow. I'm just going to show you from the side, so cat and cow. Notice my arms and shoulders and neck, all of the upper body is moving here. We're warming up our spine. If you prefer to do this on tabletop, you're welcome to get on hands and knees as well. This is your choice and your yoga. One more set here. And now that we've warmed up our upper body, we're going to start doing our bed yoga. So the first thing you're going to need is a pillow. And we're going to do caterpillar. This is a forward fold in yin yoga. It is just a slow hold. So we're going to take that pillow, put it in our lap. You might want to have two pillows. And you just fold over. Notice I'm using these pillows to hold me up, allowing myself to fall in so I can let my head go all the way to the pillow and rest. And you will be able to adjust. You'll sink into the pose as time goes by. So you can allow yourself to move as you're settling into this caterpillar forward fold. The longer hold poses often make your mind start to wander. It's natural. In yoga, we try to focus, like our breath exercise at the beginning of the video. You can focus on the breath. You can focus on your intention. You can focus on music that's playing. You can think about a part of the body and focus on how it's feeling. For this one, maybe the lower back or hips. And just notice the tightness. Allow yourself to relax. For all these poses, you're welcome to hold them as long as you'd like. Yin poses especially, you can hold for a very long time. And as these are bed yoga poses, you'll have the opportunity to take what you like and make them yours. You can do them anytime. It doesn't have to be in bed. But if you like this pose, this is caterpillar or forward fold. If you'd like to pause, you're welcome to. If you're with me, we're going to come up slowly, maybe rolling the shoulders, maybe doing some seated cat and cow again, just to see how our neck is doing. In yoga, these pillows are also called bolsters. So what we're going to do next is we're going to have our one or two pillows or a bolster. We're going to stack them up next to us and we're going to sit to the side here. I'm going to have my feet come out behind me. So my knees are perpendicular. My knees are going this way and my pillows are going this way. Then I'm going to be up nice and tall and I'm going to fold over the pillows. This is twisting the spine here. And then I'm going to lower my head down. Hopefully the mic doesn't muffle too much. And then you just breathe and hang out here. This is our yin twist, upper body twist. Again, as you're here, you may notice that you can shuffle, maybe twisting more. Maybe you want to move your shoulders or arms. They can be in front of you, by your side. They can be crossed. You want to find what's comfortable for you. And if you're watching the video and looking at me, I'm not always going to let my head drop because I don't want to, again, make the microphone pop too much. But every pose here, allow your neck to relax. Allow yourself to sink into the pose. You don't need your neck here. You're not looking at anything. These bed yoga poses are meant to be relaxing, but still a good stretch, but low intensity, which is why it's Designs for Zen. All right, if you're with me, we're gonna come up. Again, welcome to pause and linger here as long as you'd like. Then we just go to the other side. So I'm going to move my pillows over so you still see the front of me, but you're welcome to just turn and face the other direction. So now my knees are facing the other direction and I get nice and tall, and then I twist over the other way. Your neck can be turned in one direction or the other. You can even go face down if you want. Again, just notice what angle works best for you. This is likely going to be a bit of a longer video because we are doing a lot of slow holds. I might try to add in some bookmarks if you want to fast forward. And if you're interested, I have done shorts before. If you'd like me to cut these up into smaller shorts, one for each pose, please leave a comment below. Couple more breaths on this side. And again, you're welcome to pause here, or if you're with me, we're going to come up to seated. Take any movements that feel good for you. I'm just going to go in a circle one way and the other. And I'm going to move my pillows aside here. We're going to do one little abdominal workout while we're still seated, and that's boat. So I'm on a kind of a squishy bed here, so my butt's sinking in. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my knees up, my feet are down, and I'm going to zip up my core here and just sit nice and tall. So I'm engaging my abs. You can stay here, or you can try to pull your feet in closer, maybe lifting one leg and then the other. You might even try to lift both. Notice my hands are behind my thighs here. You can also let go and float for the full boat. Any of these is great workout for your abs. You can also lower when you're floating your boat and maybe even pulsing your boat or rowing your boat. There's lots of options for boat that you've seen in my other videos, but boat can also be done here in bed. All you have to do is lock up that core nice and tight, and let's let it go. Now we're gonna roll onto our back. I'm not gonna roll onto the pillow, and we're gonna take knees to chest here, and then maybe do some circles with our knees, both directions. So we're warming up our hips here, because there's going to be a lot of big hips in this class. Beds, restorative, yin are all good at releasing tension in your hips. Now I'm going to take the left leg down, and I'm going to do circles with the right leg only, as big or as small as you'd like. If you prefer on a mat, you're welcome to be from downward facing dog or table and do hip circles as well. Make sure you're going both directions, and then we're going to swap it out and go this way and the other way. Just see how our hips are feeling. And after you've gone both directions, both legs, we'll bring both knees in again. And then we're going to extend that left leg long again. With this right knee, we're going to open up. This is supine tree. So I've got like an angle in my knee, and then I let it fall open. And that's our tree leg. So if you are looking down at your legs, it kind of looks like the number 4. And you can stay here for as long as you'd like. If you're with me, I'm going to bring that knee in and then switch it out. And then allow the other knee to fall open, making a reverse 4 here. And your arms can be wherever it feels comfortable for you. Breathe into it. Notice how different each hip feels. And then we're going to bring that knee in, bring both knees in, give them a hug, and you can rock and roll or roll to one side to get up. And we are going to go to standing next. So I'm just going to cut to an angle so you can see what we're doing for the standing portion. So our next pose, we're going to be folding over the bed. If you don't have something about waist height, you can always stack up some pillows on top of your couch or use a table, maybe with a blanket. This is where the height should be, just about waist height. And so I'm going to take my legs, put a pillow here, and I'm going to do a forward fold. So I'm bending at the hips. I'm just adjusting the pillow where it feels good, but notice I've got a flat back. So you want to have about 90-degree angle on the hips. You can bend your knees here. You can get closer to the bed too if that feels better. If this isn't for you, you always have the option to do a standing fold or halfway lift, flat back just while standing. And since we have the bed, this is your bed forward fold. Always welcome to linger here as long as you'd like. We're going to go into our next pose, which is a tail wag. So we're going to stay laying down and we're just going to wag our tail, right? Shake your booty. Maybe bend one knee and then the other. This is loosening up our hips again. And then next we're going to do our lunge. So I'm going to keep my right leg next to the bed and step back with the left leg. I know you can't see my feet great, unfortunately. It's a cramped bedroom, but I have my right knee bent and it's pressed against the bed. And the left foot is behind and I'm trying to get the heel down. If you can't, that's fine. We're trying to just get a stretch across the leg. And then I'm leaning into the bed here. You can also do a full fold down into the bed. Whatever feels good, just to stretch out your legs. You can also just do it from a full stand as well. And of course we do both sides. So then you step one foot back, bend the front knee, and you're just stretching it out. And this one may be different than the other. For me, it's a lot tighter. Breathing here. And in. The last one we'll do is bed pigeon. So it's similar to the tree that we just did. You have to have a lot of flexibility in the hips. So if this is not available, you're always welcome to do figure 4. And I'll put a link in the video here. What we do is we lift up our knee, maybe just hug in that knee first. And what you're going to do is rotate the foot over to the bed. So you're getting your leg parallel to the bed. I have my leg flat on the bed. I'll turn a little bit here. So it's like this on the bed. And that's stretching out the hip. The foot doesn't have to be touching your belly. It can be out in front, or you can just do a straight leg in front too. This is actually a fantastic stretch too. This is more about the legs and the hip. If I bend it, it's more about the hip. And you're welcome to find a fold here. And if you fold here, you can just stay here for a very long time. It's a really good stretch for the hip. This can also be done on a desk. It was part of desk yoga, which we did for the cosplaying yogis in Agretzko. So this is your bed or desk pigeon. Figure 4. And we could linger here forever, but for the sake of time, let's come back out. Maybe you hug that knee in, maybe you do some hip circles before we switch to the other side. So for that one, we take the knee up, give it a hug, take the knee over to the bed, and take that foot down. And you're welcome to stay here. You can straighten that leg for a straight leg stretch. Really fun. Or bend the knee and fold for that pigeon. And breathe into it. So my standing leg, because of the height difference, I'm actually bending my standing leg as well. Because you don't need the standing leg. If you have your support, you could actually bring this leg up or behind or find a bind. You can do all kinds of fun things here. And then let's come on up and shake it out. You can even do some hip circles here. And then I will cut to and go back to our normal angle. Next, we're going to be on our bed and we're going to get down on our belly. I've got a pillow in front of me. And first, we're just going to extend long. So this is great when you're just in bed, when you're sleeping, when you wake up, when you're getting ready to sleep. And I'm going to cross my arms in front of me, and this is crocodile. Or just place your head on the pillow with your hands crossed underneath the pillow. You can always do your windshield wipers from here to release the lower back. And if your head's turned one way, maybe turn it the other way really quick. Releasing the neck. So a lot of the supine on your belly poses that I did in my shorts, you could do on your bed. I'm just going to show a couple. The first is going to be Sphinx. So I take my elbows underneath my arms, underneath my shoulders. Hands are spread fingers, looking like a Sphinx. And then you can tuck the belly in. Imagine that there's an ice cube underneath. So you're trying to keep a nice tight core and tilting the pelvis towards the back. So you're like tucking your tail for that strong Sphinx, which you can hold as long as you'd like. If you're with me, we're going to lift up with our core, pressing into the arms for a little bit of a puppy, and then we're going to go into child's pose, so knees come wide. I'm going to take a pillow or two, put them underneath me for an assisted child's pose. So I have my arms crossed on the pillow, and then I lower down, and you can allow the chest and head to fall onto the pillow. Apologies for the crinkling here. So this is our assisted child's pose with the pillows. Let your head drop. Come back to your breath. Welcome to stay here as long as you'd like. I'm going to come back up. And I'm going to go into our next pose, which is half frog. It's a leg stretch. So I'm going to have a pillow underneath my belly. I'm going to come down onto the belly. Maybe I'll even have a pillow for my head. Onto the belly, just like we did before, but this time I'm going to take one knee and I'm bringing it up to a 90-degree angle, keeping that foot down. So similar to bed pigeon, except this time we're laying down. And then you can release your head. This is half frog. If the pillow underneath your belly is uncomfortable, you can remove it. I put it there so that the hip doesn't have to bend as much. You could even do two under the belly. That might help. Or you could do a blanket or a pillow under the knee. Or you can keep yourself propped up like I'm doing here. Or you can do the tree on your back. There's lots of options to stretch your hip. And you can hold this again for many, many minutes, but we're going to go to the other side. So you take the other leg straight out, and the one that goes in goes out. Does that make any sense? I'll turn this way. Bending that knee at a 90-degree angle. There we go. And the back leg is straight. And then you can release your head for our supine frog. And welcome to stay here as long as you'd like. Or you can do full frog with both knees up. But I'm just going to roll onto my back. And if you need any other stretches here, you're welcome to. To get there, one thing we can do to get onto our back on the way is if you're sitting on your knees or one, you can do a reclined hero. So let's do one knee. One knee is bent underneath me. I've got the pillows behind me. And you lean back. So this foot is underneath me. This is stretching out my leg and thigh, quads. You can do the other one as well, tucking the foot underneath. Make sure the foot's kind of straight underneath. You don't want an angle. You want that foot right under your butt. And then lean back for reclined hero. You can also do it with both feet underneath. If you start from kneeling, you can lean back, but this one is a little intense. So see which is available for you. Nice quad stretch here. And then let's roll out of it. Stretch out long. This is your full body stretch, right? Oh, just like when you wake up. Also called banana. So you can take your banana to the right by moving the hands and ankles I'll put a video in the description to the explanation for that one. Then you can take your hands and ankles to the other side for that side banana. And then back to a full body stretch. Let's take our right arm to the ceiling and then cross it over. Maybe even grab the elbow for that arm stretch. Inhale up. Take the left arm across, maybe grab the elbow. Just an arm twist here. Inhale back up. And now let's bring our hands in, take our knees in. Again, rock back from side to side and maybe do some knee circles here. We're going to do our twists. So we're going to take both knees. We're going to take our hands out to a T and we're going to let both knees fall to one side here. This is a 2-leg supine twist. A couple breaths here. Use your core to lift those knees up. Exhale, other side. One more breath. Inhale, knees up. We're going to keep the right knee and extend the left long. And then cross the right knee over by itself. So this is our 1-leg twist. You can take that back leg and maybe grab it with your foot for cat, holding its tail, another yin pose. Of course, you can hold this as long as you'd like. If you're with me, we're taking that knee up, out, and open just for a second, all the way. Just that tree. And then back in, let's switch it out, other side. Taking the knee in, crossing it over. For our supine 1-leg twist, maybe grabbing that tail, or not. One more breath. Release the bind, untwist, take your knee all the way open. Big hip day, and bring it back. Both knees in. We're going to get ready for our assisted bridge. So you'll want to have a pillow. I'm going to take the pillow out from underneath my head, so my head is flat. And so for bridge, we have our knees up and our feet are out. And then we lift the hips, but because we're doing assisted, we're going to take the pillow and put it underneath our hips. You can stack as many as you want, but this allows a little angle underneath. You can also always use a block. If you're there, you can take your arms above your head or have them on your belly, whatever feels better. This is our assisted bridge. If it feels good, you could also release the legs, so you've got a baby back bend with that pillow underneath your back. If you had those legs extended, bring them back. To get out, we're lifting the hips even higher and then removing the pillow. And then allow the hips to come back down, flat, and just stay here for a breath. And if it feels good, you can take knees to chest. Then we're going to keep our feet together, take our knees wide, falling open for a butterfly pose. You can always put pillows underneath the knees if the knees stay up for our assisted butterfly. And again, we can stay here as long as you'd like. Feel free to hit pause. And if you're with me, we're going to take those knees back in, knees to chest, one more rock and roll. And we're going to do legs up the wall. You could also put your feet on both pillows like this. You just want to get your feet up in the air so you can have your legs on a pillow like this. Or I'm going to turn around. I'm going to scooch up to my wall. Make sure I'm still in the angle. Okay, good. You can see me fine. And so the easiest way is to be like right next to the wall, like you're hugging it here. And then you take your feet, rotate your belly, fall backwards, and put your legs up the wall. So this is our inversion. You can also bend your knees if that feels good. You can do another butterfly here. You can have your legs wide. Which other option feels best for you? And we'll be here for about 6 breaths. So we've gone through a lot of poses, and I feel like this was a speed run. Each of these poses you could hold for 1 to 5 minutes if you'd like. It just gets a little boring if we're sitting here just looking at me sitting upside down for 5 minutes. So take these poses, do them whenever it works for you. When we talk about a yoga practice, you can do yoga anytime. So I do these before bed, and I do some of these poses when I wake up. I don't have an hour every day that I practice yoga at home, but I have 5 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes before I go to bed. Those kinds of things add up. So even if there was only 1 or 2 poses here that you like, do them. Do them as often as you can. Make it a routine. Make it what you need. So again, you're welcome to stay here as long as you'd like. To get out, I'm just going to roll to one side and stay here for a moment. And I'm going to move away from the wall for our last pose. So I'm taking those knees back into my chest. Maybe do some ankle rolls here, one way and then the other. And then you can rock back and forth hugging your knees, or happy baby, you grab your hand with each foot. So my knees are really bent and I'm trying to grab my feet. You could also use a strap here. And then you can kick one leg and then the other, like a giggling baby, right? You can take your legs wide and rock back and forth. This is our happy baby. And again, welcome to do any other stretches now if you need. We're going into Shavasana, so feel free to pause and take those stretches now. If you're with me, I've got my 2 pillows. I'm going to make a ramp. You can do this any way that works for you, but I've got 1 pillow sideways, and then I'm going to ramp the other one over it, so there's double pillow for half and single pillow for the other, or stack as many pillows as you want. We can make a pillow fort for this one. And so what we do is we scooch up to the edge of that long pillow, and we lay back with the arms wide. Notice that my torso is ramping down. This is Queen's Ramp. Allow the shoulders to fall open. Palms are up, hands are out, wherever it feels good for you. Shavasana is the resting state after a yoga practice. So allow your body to start to relax, taking any movements that feel good. Maybe some more ankle rolls, maybe shift those hips, maybe allow the shoulder blades to drop down a little bit further. Roll the neck back and forth, left to right. Release the jaw, release the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Release any tension in your forehead, between your eyes. Allow your face to completely relax. Allow your head to completely relax. Releasing the shoulders, torso, and arms. Releasing the hips, legs, ankles, and feet until your whole body is completely relaxed. In Shavasana, if your thoughts start to wander, you can bring them back to your intention, or the music, or your breath. And we'll be here for a couple minutes. You're welcome to pause the video here if you'd like, and then come out whenever you're done. If you're with me, we'll just be here for another minute. Allow yourself to relax and find peace. gently start to reawaken. Taking a big breath in and out. Coming back to your place on the bed, on the couch, on the mat, wherever you are. Introduce gentle movement in the fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Maybe finding a big body stretch. Yeah. Oh. And if you're on that ramp, the easiest way to get out is just to roll to one side for a moment. Give yourself thanks for going through this practice. Come back to your intention one more time. Know that yoga is always available for you. Let's come up to seated. As always, it's a pleasure to practice yoga with you. And I look forward to our next time online or in person. You're welcome to see me at Sun and Moon Yoga right now, 2025. Or check my socials for where I'm at next. Let's inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Big cleansing breath. Inhale. Exhale, let everything go. Thank you all for sharing your practice with me. In the words of the yogis, namaste. Thank you very much. Check my links for more, and I'm interested to hear what you think. It's been a while, and I'm so glad to be back with you. Thanks, everybody. Take care.